Assalamualaikum and hi guys, welcome back to my channel. First off, I want to apologize because I took so long to actually continue this channel. So I've actually been preoccupied with work, with also life in general, and also I just got married, and right now I just want to focus on making my YouTube channel much more informative for you guys. Yeah, so I also want to say thank you for you guys for watching my previous video on Hakikat Aku Belajar Mechanical Engineering. I've gotten a lot of feedback, and then I've also felt that, you know, it's important to actually share my experiences, especially with my audience, you guys who are youngsters baru lepas SPM, and I think it's important that you guys know what you guys are going to go through. Yeah, so basically in this video I'll be talking about how to speak confidently in presentations, or if you needed to do some public speaking, like speaking in front of a lot of people. So this video is for you guys because in university there's gonna be a lot of scenarios whereby you would need to be speaking up to a lot of people, right? So you want to present the best of yourself. There's actually a subject called professional communications class. So this is actually where we learn in detail how to present in front of class. So in this video I'll be sharing to you a bit about what the class is about, and also hopefully that you guys can take on these tips and actually use them for your own presentations. Okay, so before we begin, I would actually like you guys to subscribe to my channel so that you guys can get the latest insights on my experience with mechanical engineering, learning mechanical engineering, and also please leave a comment. I subscribe and I'll reply to you soon. So the first thing that I would like to share about is actually your appearance. So your appearance, your first impression is very important in any presentation. So usually in formal presentations, you would actually need to wear formally. So what does it mean to wear formally? So for guys, it's actually you can wear a long sleeve collared shirt and also some slacks and also some leather shoes, black leather shoes, right? And then it also matters on how you style your hair. So some people, they like to sikat tepi like Hanafi, you know. So basically you can actually do that, and as long as it looks neat, right? Okay, so for the ladies, so in Malaysia you can actually wear your baju kurung, and also you can wear covered shoes or black shoes. Usually people will wear black shoes. And also if you don't want to wear your baju kurung, you can actually wear your long sleeve collared shirt and also slacks. So it's kind of similar to the guys, but it has a female cutting instead. Yeah. Okay, so for the next tip that I would like to share is actually during presentations. So during presentations, it's important to also make eye contact. Eye contact, you know? Okay, so how do you actually do this? Since you're already feeling nervous, so how do you actually cope with it? So this is my tips. So basically when it comes to a lot of people in your classroom, and you have your teacher, you have your classmates, so what are you going to do? How do you make eye contact, and with who? Okay, so the first thing is to actually make eye contact with your lecturer, the person who is evaluating you. It's important that you get their attention so that they can mark you efficiently lah, basically. So when you look at your classmates, you don't have to look at every single classmate. Instead, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna point out a few people that have actually caught their attention. You caught their attention during the presentation. So it can be the person right in front of you. Usually it's the person in front of you. But if you want to go a bit further behind, it's okay. You can still do that so that it will show that you are engaging with the audience. You want them to know what is the message that you're trying to deliver. So it's important to make that eye contact. So let's say at the back of the class there's nobody, you can actually do it very quickly. Just look sekejap, and then you look at the person who is right next to you. If you have any group mates, you can also look back at your lecturer. You don't have to necessarily focus on one person. Just instead try to find a few points in the class to actually make the eye contact. So first is your lecturer, then it can be your friend sitting in front, and then it can be somebody at the back, and then it goes back to your friend at the front, and then you go back to your lecturer. So something like that. So this is just an example of a situation whereby you have a lot of people in the room and you can actually have multiple points of eye contact. So let's just say that there's only one person. Okay, so logically, when there's only one person who is your lecturer that you have to give your presentation to, you just make eye contact there, and maybe sometimes you look at the board, you look at your PowerPoint presentation also. So that way it gives you some sort of a break. So instead of just like, yeah, lecturer, yeah, this is my presentation. Yeah, you don't do that. You just make like milliseconds of eye contact with your lecturer and also turn the focus to the PowerPoint. Yeah, so that's how you make eye contact. One of the things that I've learned in the professional communications class is actually 3 simple rules. So these 3 simple rules is: tell them what you're gonna tell them, tell them what you just told them. So what does this actually mean, right? So basically you start off with tell them what you're gonna tell them. So over here it's actually an introduction to what you are presenting to your audience. So I'll take an example from my uni years. I've actually presented about how to build roller coasters, like how do roller coasters work. So you can start off by saying, roller coasters are a prime attraction in any amusement park in the world. So in my presentation, I'll be talking about how do roller coasters works in 3 factors. So the first one would be the design of the roller coaster, second would be the safety required, and the third is the materials that it's made of. So as you can see, in one liner, you can actually explain to your audience what exactly that you guys want to present about. So it gives you guys an impression that, hey, I know what I'm talking about, and your audience will be totally engaged in what you are saying. Okay, so the second rule is to tell them. So basically in tell them, you actually elaborate further what are the points that you just said. So using the roller coaster example, you can elaborate the first point like this. The first factor would be the design of the roller coaster consists of elevated railroad tracks that consist of tight turns, steep slopes, and also inversions. So a pro tip that I would like to share with you guys is to actually use sentence connectors. So sentence connectors are next, my next point, or moving forward. So you can actually use those sentence connectors to connect between your main point and also your sub point. So if you guys actually like what I just shared earlier, please hit the subscribe button and also leave a comment and I'll reply to you soon. Okay, so at this point, you're already done explaining and elaborating to your audience about your presentation. So now comes to the last rule, which is tell them what you just told them. So this isn't like the second rule whereby you elaborate much more bigger points, but then it's somewhat a summary of what you just told them. So you'll be gathering all your main points, the big points, into one short paragraph whereby you conclude what you have just told them. So at the end of it, you can say something like, in a nutshell, my presentation about how do roller coasters work has actually consisted of the three main factors, which is design, safety, and also materials. I hope my presentation has enlightened you all, and also I'll be taking some questions right now. So what does actually this last rule mean? So it's actually how you summarize your whole presentation and you have actually clearly told them what you had just presented. That way the idea sticks to them. So think of it like an extra layer of glue. So it sticks to them. The idea sticks to what you want to say, and that way you will actually increase your interaction with them. Since you've actually made it this far to my videos, I would like to actually share with you another pro tip, especially on body language. So body language here is a non-verbal interaction with your audience. So you want to look confident, right? So basically when you want to look confident, you have to stand up straight with your shoulders broadened, but not too much, just naturally broaden it up. That way you are showing people you are unintentionally telling people like, hey, I'm an actually open person and I'm open to anything that you want to say to me. So people actually like that. You become much more friendlier and you have actually interacted with them without even saying anything. So it's important to make your shoulders broad and also stand up straight. You can actually practice this with a friend or actually in front of the mirror, whichever that suits you. So overall, I would like to say thank you so much for watching this video, and if you'd like to know more about my mechanical engineering education journey, you can check out this video. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.